All right, what's happening, folks? It is Memorial Day. I don't have a voice, but I wanted to put out a message for you anyway because I really want to do Memorial Day well. And what I mean by that is, on the one hand, I want to party, live it up, have fun, rest, be with my family, because I think a lot of dudes died in the cold, freezing mud, bloody and whatnot, to give us the freedom and the peace, the security and the safety to enjoy. I don't think they would appreciate an ongoing forever funeral procession. They died to give us freedom and happiness. They forewent their families and their happily ever after so that we could have ours. So I think it is good honoring them to do just that. Party it up. You guys know I like to party. You party as well, so that'll be good. On the second hand, I think it'd really suck of us if we weren't spending some time stealing away for somber moments where we really reflected. And that's not as fun. We want to just kind of live to forget kind of stuff. But I think it's absolutely important. The folks that went before us, the great freedom fighters of old, that's our fraternity, guys. Warrior Poet Society. We're the folks that appreciate freedom and patriotism, sacrifice in the defense of others, living for higher purpose. That's our jam. And so it is good for the soul to dwell on those who went before us. Right now, today, I just kind of woke up thinking about Valley Forge and the Revolutionary War soldiers that served in Washington's army, freezing to death in brutal winters, no shoes, and then yeah, that really sucked. And the Vietnam War, I've just really been dwelling on the Vietnam War probably for the last year or so, thinking about, man, that was a harder war than the wars that I fought. And those guys didn't have any appreciation either. The country was really against them at the time, and so it was a thankless thing. And they got drafted. They didn't want to go. They were happily ever after. They were working and they were living their lives, and then all of a sudden, maybe a war that they ideologically disagreed with. Some did, some didn't. And I'm not here to talk about that. I'm saying, hey, the soldier who just answered the call, not the politician, but the soldier who died in the mud wishing he could return home to that wife or those kids that he held in his bloody fingers as he passed away into greener pastures. That's the one we want to remember. I asked our patrons are supporters of the channel, kind of my inner circle, if they knew any Vietnam vets who had died. I had a couple responses, and I wanted to just, hey, say these names out loud to kind of thank them. So I'm thinking real specifically, sometimes if we want to think about all the veterans of old, it helps to zero in on a couple specifics. So maybe you have folks that you're remembering. Maybe it was global war on terrorism or Vietnam, Korea, World War II, something like that. But anyway, Arthur Gary Showerman was a corporal in the U.S. Marine Corps. He died at 20 years old when he was in a vehicle that was hit by some type of explosive device. So there was also William Lease, who died at 19 years old. He left behind a mom, dad, sister, brother, and some extended family. Small arms fire, died at 19. Anyway, there's nothing that we can really do for those who passed before us, who are dead now, other than remember them and try to be better because of their sacrifices, enjoy freedom, and man, safeguard the tree of liberty, right? As our First and Second Amendment seems to be under attack. I don't mean to go down there, but still, freedom fighters, we care about freedom. Those guys died protecting our freedom. Let's not lose it on our watch. Anyway, end of rant. But what I wanted to drive at it is, as society, we're trying to be more and more generous. And so, whereas I can't do anything for those who are already gone, there's still vets now that are suffering. And us as a society, you guys have blessed us shopping our website and doing stuff like that as we sell apparel and whatnot. We're able to give back more and more. And I'm really excited because this is a year of generosity for us. We're giving back more and more. We have become monthly contributors to Warrior's Heart. That's something that's helping veterans and EMS, police, fire department, whatever, any guys that are dealing with post-traumatic stress and any type of addiction. We give money to them each month. And I thought for Memorial Day, it'd be really fun to slam dunk some extra cash. So that's something I'm going to be doing for Memorial Day, is trying to help those who are in need right now, who are veterans, that are still dealing with some really jacked up internal wounds. So anyway, that's how I'm celebrating Memorial Day. Hope you guys maybe got some ideas from this, but make sure you steal away for some somber moments. It's good for the heart, good for the soul, and also live it up a bit, right? So let's celebrate in those two ways, Roger. All right, guys, this is all from me. Train hard, train smart, and enjoy your Memorial Day.